Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the last video, we showcased a whole bunch of awesome metalwork being done to the body, so be sure and check that out if you missed it. In this video, we're going to design and build a battery hold down. An interesting thing about 32s, there's really no good place to put the battery, and so we decided to put it behind the rear seat because there's tons of room, and so that's what we're going to do. Then we mount the American AutoWire fuse panel, the vintage air heat and AC unit, and the Edelbrock engine management, as well as the custom gas pedal, to the firewall and under the dash. We also cut the dash for a custom gauge insert, and we build the custom housing for the 32. Then it's off to the paint shop. Okay everybody, I want to show you what we've been up to. We've been drilling holes and making little mounts for a number of things. One is our gas pedal. We made a little 1.5" standoff, which is this metal piece here that we welded to the firewall to mount the gas pedal. And then we've also routed the cable, which we'll show you on the other side. So is our throttle cable. Has to go from left to right to work with that throttle body. But that's about as clean as we can make it at this point. I think it looks good. So gas pedal is almost functional. We've got a new brake pad to match this, although we're going to reverse this to the left side. It's a little too close for comfort next to the gas pedal. We've got a fuse box here that is from American AutoWire. Thank you, American AutoWire. And we've got this engine management, which is part of the Edelbrock Pro Flow 4 system that we've got under the hood. So that's really exciting. And then this guy here is next up to fit this under the dash. And that's part of our dash rework, is to make everything work together. Everything's going to be really close, packed in there. It's a challenge. It's a crazy challenge. But we're committed to making it work. We know it'll work because other people have built 32s. So away we go. So there you have it. That's the update for now. There we go.
Shall we cut some metal?
So this is the viewer advised portion of the video.
Advised.
Viewer discretion advised. Coming up, you've been warned. We're gonna cut. Gonna cut the dash. Ah! We're having technical difficulties. Got to get another battery. I actually need to buy more powerful batteries. Note to self. And that's a wrap.
So what's the plan with the corners?
We'll have to saw out the corners. So check it out. Here's the custom gauge panel installed into the dash. It looks so cool. Can't wait to see it filled up with gauges and painted to match the interior. Okay, so you wonder what we're up to here. No housing ends are put on here. We're gonna double check the pinion angle, and also we're gonna check the bracket location in relation to the fenders. And so you'll notice that we've got some plumb bobs hanging off the fender lips, and we'll be able to center up this housing and make sure that the brackets are exactly in the right spot. Everything is really tight. We wanna make sure that nothing is gonna interfere, basically. In this exercise, we're using plumb bobs off the fenders, and we're measuring to the end of the housing on both sides. That way we can make sure the housing is centered up to the fender lips. All right, just wanted to show you the welded rear end housing is in place. We dropped a empty third member case in there in order to bolt the Panhard bracket. And now we're going to measure for the Panhard bar, which is going to attach to the frame rail right there. Got the track bar located and tack welded. We're good to go. Now the rear end can't move sideways. Looking good.